Hey there, it's Colin Fett, your agent with the top 5 reasons you should stop paying rent. Let me be clear, I'm not talking about stop paying rent while you're living there. I'm talking about stop paying rent and start paying a mortgage, a house that you buy. A lot of people in Ames this time of year, we're starting to get renewals going out, and the big question comes up, is now a good time for you to buy a house? My answer is yes, and here are the reasons why. Obviously, situations vary. If you're going to be moving in the next couple of years, it doesn't make sense. If the funds aren't there, you're still in college, etc. But if you're out of college, you know you're going to be in Ames or the Ames area, buying may be the best next step for you. And I'm going to explain why that is so. First reason why is the fixed costs. So rental rates always are fluctuating. Your landlord can increase the costs. They can decide to rent to someone else, and you don't have control over that. With a mortgage, you get an interest rate, and the only variable is, if your insurance go up, the taxes go up a little bit, but your cost is going to stay pretty fixed on what you're going to owe every month. Number 2 is the tax benefit. So every month when you're paying your mortgage, you pay a principal amount, which is paying down on the loan, and then an interest amount, which is paying the bank for allowing you to finance the money. That interest amount every year is tax deductible, so you get that back in your taxes. Number 3, it's a forced savings account. So every month when you're paying rent to a landlord, and that's going in their principal pay down, their savings account. When you pay for your own mortgage, you're paying off paying to your bank account. So here's a quick example. Let's say you buy a $200,000 house. The payments are roughly $1,000 a month. Obviously, things are subject to change. Don't hold me to that, but roughly $1,000 a month. Your principal every year, roughly you're paying $3,000 into that piggy bank of principal pay down, and roughly $9,000 worth of interest. So that interest, like I said before, is a tax deduction. That principal is going into your bank account. When you go to sell the property, move to another one, that money would be recognized at that point. Or maybe you pay it down over 30 years and you can take a line of credit out, or whatever the situation may be. The forced savings account. Number 4, it's yours. So if you want to paint, you want to put a new deck on the front, you want to put a fence in, it's your property. You can do whatever the heck you want with it. When you're renting, you can't paint the walls, you can't put a fence up, you can't build a garage. And so you have the complete control over what you do to the property. And number 5 is the big one, is the average net worth of a homeowner is $319,000, opposed to the average net worth of a renter of $6,710. This is over a 65-year period, so they're taking the average of a 65-year-old person. So if you didn't ever buy a house in the next 65 years, depending on what age you are, that would be the case. But the idea here is that when you buy a house, you're paying down your mortgage, so you're building equity there. A lot of times properties appreciate. There's no guarantee with that, but you're building equity that way. And when you're renting, you're not building anything. And so the idea is that if you're looking to buy a home, or if you're looking to build wealth, buying a home is a great way to go. So if you got any questions about buying a home, like I said, right now lease renewals are going out, so now's a great time to start getting educated on the home buying process, see if you're a good candidate. I'd love to sit down with you, figure out what your specific situation is, kind of what's realistic for you, put you in touch with a great lender, and figure out what the numbers actually look like, what you need for a down payment, what your monthly payments would be, and see how realistic it is to buy a home. My contact info is below. You can reach out to me that way, send me a Facebook message, shoot me a text, whatever. I'd love to help you get into your home and get out of paying rent. Have a great day.